better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. To get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Throwing on first down, Williams. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Williams. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Okay, break. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let go.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
To throw again, Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
18, Pioneer.
Williams to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. That is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy, 37 yards. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Mustang 19. Go. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He'll air this one out for Mims into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Get it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
2nd and 1. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Track 60. Warriors 70.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Williams. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Williams. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. Point after here coming up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come on, set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check out.
Williams now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
18 Pioneer. Go.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Tempo. 70 Lions. Cowboy 80.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Got it. Ready?
Here we go.
Rig alert. Bronco switch. Set. Tempo. Set. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal. Hurt.
Brown goes in motion left.
Come 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Cowboy.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Rattler.
2nd and 4. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 41 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
That's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do.
There he goes, right side. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Short throw to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Panther 11. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Come on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Faster.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Buffalo 18. Let go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
70 Rangers, 70 Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Williams throwing on first down. And his pass incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Just like that. Just like that. Get something together. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. Same connection. Dulcich once again. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going up by 40. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Completes this to Colton Dowell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to speed things up here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. In motion, the tight end. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Cortland Sutton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They go play action here on first down.
Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
Go.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that should...
Let's go now.
Second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Dalvin Cook.
26 yards.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Williams on first and 10.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Chap, check, chap. 18, run, 18, run.
Williams now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Xavier McKinney.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
60 Maverick. Ready?
Now Williams looking to throw on second down.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? And just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But
touchdown, Broncos! From 4 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
and why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And my goodness, another interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals are able to claw one back.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
19 tight. Trap 60.
Williams throwing to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims laying himself out in the end zone. And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 tight. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Cup 19.
They'll set up to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
18 rattling. Check.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Williams.
That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, Mustang 19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Broncos, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Baddest, now take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. So told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yeah, it's like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, run into the future past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.